that money that he put up for that school? Where's that money that he put up for that school? You'll never see it. You'll never see it. Because he not ready spending.
Do you know what you could do if you would just sacrifice your Christmas money? Sacrifice your Christmas money? Sacrifice your Christmas money? Sacrifice your Christmas money? All we got to touch is your Christmas money. Whatever you was going to spend on Christmas gifts, you're going to put it in a bank account, and we're going to build a black school for our kids off your Christmas. We ain't got to touch your New Year's money. We ain't got to touch your 4th of July money. We ain't got to touch your birthday money. All we got to touch is your Christmas money. And we can give every child in this room, in the city, an independent educational experience.
Then I think we should consider I apologize for that.
Anti-Afro Spengalis. What y'all need to do, first and foremost, look out below because it's the holidays. Umar, however, has not relinquished his fraudulent determination to scam the black community. So I'm coming on here to refocus everyone. How Umar the fraud carries on and goes on and on about Christmas is a very stark example of why trying to debate the religious significance or insignificance of the holidays, in particular Christmas, is a waste of time. And let me explain this to you. I don't let anybody make me feel guilty about my choices, nor do I make others feel guilty about their choice to not celebrate Christmas or any other holiday. But don't you find it very interesting? These frauds like Umar who go on and on about telling black folks what they should do with their money. Look at their alternative. Don't spend your money on Christmas. I'm sorry, this is so crazy. Don't spend your money on Christmas. Instead, give me your money. Donate your money to me. What the hell for? Now, this is a key giveaway, a dead giveaway. When you have someone fussing at you about Christmas, but their alternative is for you to give them money, you know it's a fraud. Now, many of you know that I am a fan of SETIs. I'm a fan of many people on YouTube, but people know in particular, I support SETI. I don't agree with everything that he says because he doesn't believe in Christmas, but I want you to listen to how he addresses the issue of Christmas and the holidays compared to Umar. Stay tuned and I will return.
When I tell you that Santa Claus is Odin and Thor, you got to take that into serious consideration. You got a motherfucking Christmas tree in your motherfucking house, a fir tree. They niggas burning up their goddamn house every damn day, you know, during Christmas, catching on fire, motherfucking fire department out at these crackers' house every goddamn day because they didn't burn the goddamn house down, chimney burnt, niggas using them goddamn chimney, and that's another sacred entity, that fireplace.
Did you once hear, or did you ever hear SETI say, instead of spending money on Christmas or the holidays, give me money, send me money? What you hear is more of a globalized need for black folks, in his opinion, to rally to self-strengthen and relinquish their dependence on a system that he considers damaging. Now, some of you may or may not agree with that position. I'm not here to debate that position. I'm just highlighting for you the difference between someone you know is a freaking fraud. They want you to stop spending money on Christmas, but they want you to give them the money instead. To do what? We still haven't figured that out because we know Umar has never even thought about opening a school. And what the hell is one rinky-dink abandoned bomb shelter going to do for the black community. It's not going to do a damn thing because it's a fraud, people. It's a scam. It was never, ever intended to materialize. So what does Umar do? He continues to bash black folks over the head, and he turns it up during the holiday season because he really thinks people are going to, instead of buying Christmas presents, say that a family makes a decision. Let's go for a black family. Makes a decision that they're going to buy Christmas presents for their children. Don't forget, we are a free people. We are no longer enslaved, but people like Umar seem to think that you should be abused, you should be shamed, you should be denigrated, you should be bashed over the head, you should be harangued, you should be harassed, you should be ripped off because you decide that you want to buy Christmas presents for your children. And you decide not to give the money to Umar for something that never will materialize and never intended to materialize. Many of you have pointed out that Umar still has not registered the abandoned bomb shelters. He continues to say he's trying to raise money for a school, and there's no registration anywhere in the state of Delaware for FDMG. So how the hell can you be collecting money for something that doesn't exist? It's only a P.O. box. Look how many criminals have P.O. boxes. It is so outrageous how Umar bashes the government day in and day out, and then he's using a P.O. box to rip off black folks. He's getting more and more frustrated to the point he keeps putting up these cash apps, and he thinks they're going to last for any amount of time. More so, he thinks he's going to make any money off of these cash apps. People are not going to donate to Umar like they were before. And even then, that failed miserably because look what happened. It didn't stop these agencies from running after Umar and trying to get the money that he is due to pay. Several messages that I continue to receive from you all out there, and I do thank you for giving me the information that is so essential for me to continue to post videos on top of the information that I'm gathering. Umar continues to scam the earth, scan the earth, to troll for opportunities to rip off our people. What I want to emphasize is that everybody try your hardest to stay focused. Place your energy in the areas where we can be effective when it comes to batting down and containing this fraudulent scheme that Umar, most specifically, using all of these tired as the hills, these dusty ass strategies that are so lame in order to squeeze money out of the black community. You all are telling me that he's bringing up a book that he claims that he wrote 3 years ago or has been writing for 3 years. Then he's putting or asking for pre-orders. Expect people to believe that he's going to actually publish this book. It's nothing other than going to Kinko's and making copies. But do you all really think that Umar is going to make money off of this? Of course he's not going to make money off of this. He's trying to nickel and dime his way through the black community because that is his only means of survival. It absolutely depends on other black folks just being completely and totally void of any common sense. Someone had told me that D. Hell Spears had given Umar something like $10,000. Well, that's his problem. That doesn't have to be your problem. And where do you think that money went, if that's indeed the case, that Umar got $10,000 from this fool? It's not going to child support. We know that. It's not going towards taxes, whether they're going to the federal tax lien, the state tax lien, and now we have the city of Wilmington taxes that Umar claims are due and thinks for some crazy reason black folks are supposed to pay his taxes. Keep focused on the strategy that we can employ to target this scam and eradicate it for good. That is going to be dealing with the authorities who have the ability to put an end to this. And we have seen how Umar flies into court every time he gets served because he's not paying child support. Supposedly, this child that's the youngest is just what, 7 or 8 years old? There's 11 more years to go. Do you think they're going to give up and go away? No, the system does not give up and go away. They are paying to support Umar's child, and they're not going to go away. They're going to collect that money one way or another. So, but for the fact Umar gets on here insulting the black race, abusing black people who don't want to give him money, and treating black folks who have given him money even worse, why do we owe it to Umar to pick up our strategies and go home? Okay, why do we owe anything to Umar to stop focusing on the fact that this needs to be stopped once and for all? We shouldn't. So don't fret. I see a lot of you on here fretting about the fact that these tired ass radio stations are putting Umar on. Who cares? Who cares that they're putting Umar on? He's not going to get any money out of this, people. He's not going to get the money that he was getting, that he got from GoFundMe when they shut him down. And even when he did, look where it took the situation, to more fraud. It didn't do any good. So don't think he's going to get rich off of this. He's not going to get rich. He is involved with the city of Wilmington. They have their hand on the dial. He's involved with child support court. They're watching him, the passport people. So all we need to do is continue to focus on that. Now, keep in mind, the people out there in YouTube world, and I'm talking about black YouTube, the people that are coming on here doing videos and asking people to, contribute to their channels. I'm not talking about that. YouTube makes gazillions of dollars off of people making videos. I am not going to focus on those people who say donate because I have a channel. The focus is on someone who is perpetrating in a field that he's not a part of, and he's using that information, this is Umar, to get money. Although the money isn't necessarily the most significant thing, the danger that it represents is the issue. So I want to reemphasize and clarify the fact that people are concerned that Umar is getting on these raggedy ass radio stations and that he's lying about being in the mental health field is not going to earn him the money that he wants to earn or is desperate to earn. The fact that he's actually doing it and it's unethical and dangerous is the main focus. Damaging to our community is the comprehensive concern. Do not ever hesitate to keep your foot on the pedal. Put the pedal to the metal when it comes to heeding the warning. Fire. Beware.